Okay, so we are back where we left off. She grabbed a single photograph from the table, examining it before turning her gaze back to Lilith.
I told you I'd kill you the next time I saw you.
She did. Without saying another word, Luna sets the rest of the photographs on fire on the table, lighting the room with the flame. Burning all the pictures. Lilith runs over to the table, attempting to stamp out the fire with her sleeves before recoiling in pain from the heat.
Luna, why are you...
I'm doing what I can to stop the curse.
What do you mean stopping it? All you're doing is destroying our memories. You used to love those pictures.
The curse has grown too powerful at this point. It's learned from every moment, every memory that we hold dear. These photos, the curse has learned from them as well. Each one of us is contributing to its cancerous growth. The only thing we can do is end it before it's too late.
We don't need to do all that. We can... our spell. We can use the amaranth. Let's get out of here, and we can forget about all of this.
Luna hesitates for a moment as she stares at the yet nearly completed staff clutched in Lilith's trembling hands.
That staff. Alice told me to take it from you.
Alice?
She's been telling me to stop you too. That what you're doing is wrong.
How do you know that? Are you saying she's here?
I hear her voice. It's in my head. It's been there for a long time now.
Luna. The curse, I think it's driving you crazy.
I am not crazy!
Luna.
We can't run away from this. Sure, by some miracle we might escape tonight, but the curse won't end. It'll haunt us until the end of time, unless we do something more permanent.
But...
The door rattles as it's
Oh
struck
dear.
on the other side. Lilith and Luna freeze as the door handle slowly turns, Luna's dark chains preventing it from opening. The door rattles again. The strikes growing more forceful.
Elise, get away from the door!
Elise frantically calls around moments before the door explodes into a fury of sludge and debris as a nightmare walks through the door. Oh, the nightmares!
Rose? I thought we...
That's not the real Rose. It's the nightmare's perverted vision of her.
Lilith trembles as she steps away from the emerging threat.
Luna, can't you warp us out of here or something?
Lilith holds up the final photograph. It's a portrait of Rose, stained pitch black.
Rose isn't here anymore, right?
No?
As the photograph burns and crumbles to ash, the imposter Rose collapses and dissolves into
What the-
dust. Without a moment's respite, the nightmare Lily spawns from the ashes of Rose's doppelganger, its gruesome appearance amplified as its decaying limbs appear to be stapled and sewn back together. Okay. Mostly back away as the nightmare makes unrearing eye contact with the embryo in his hands. This pulls the glowing blue rose from her skirt pocket, hurling it at the nightmare Lilith. It bursts onto the imposter's chest, barely even interrupting its stride as it continues
The
forward.
rose!
Weak stuff like that isn't going to work anymore.
Lilith steps in front of the nightmare, swiftly motion towards the air with one hand. And then motions to the crumbling ceiling as meat hook drops from thin air, imponing the nightmare Lilith and lifting her off the ground.
Let's get out of here. Now!
Yep. The three of them run out of the room as the imposter Lilith hangs suspended in the air, motionless as the black pus drips from its open wounds. Ugh. Luna kneels to the ground, each breath rapid as she crushes her chest in pain. Lilith runs over to her, attempting to help her up.
Luna, you can't keep doing this. The curse, it's hurting you, isn't it?
I'm fine.
She struggles to her feet.
This is the only way.
That's not true. There must be a better way. There has to be a better way.
You're only delaying the inevitable. Trying to get the others out of here, one by one. It worked in the beginning. But now, we have to fight this thing. And the only way is to use its own power against it.
The nightmare Lilith stands in the hallway, staring straight at Luna. Scar tissue and dark veins sprout, turning from each wound like bleeding spider webs. Luna pushes Lilith to the side as she struggles to stand on her own, gritting her teeth with every move. Lilith calls out to Luna as she forcefully drags her down the hallway.
Luna, we have to run. There's no way you can stop that thing. And even if you do, what then? It's just gonna come back.
The imposter begins to move forward, Luna's chain sprouting the walls in an attempt to contain it. It continues to march forward, struggling off the dark, finding it with ease. Luna's summons spear-like tendons piercing the imposter's chest. Pitch dark blood gushing from each wound. Only immobilized for a brief moment, the imposter jumps forward as the chains disperse inside its body. Oh. Luna falls to her knees, unable to muster the strength to fight on. Lilith flees as she attempts to run from Elsie's grasp.
Luna, please. We can find a way. Just...
Lily? Are you sure about that staff thing?
Lilith's lips tremble as she struggles to make a sound.
Yes, we can save everyone with it. So please, just stop this and we can...
Luna raises her hand. The walls rumbling, parts of the debris shaking loose from the ceiling.
What do you...
As if caught in the blaze dream, the walls appear to be moving. Inch by inch, they draw closer and closer to one another.
Luna!
I'm not going to be scared anymore, Lily.
As the nightmare Lilith approaches, the walls draw towards each other with increasing speed, now closing in at an alarming pace.
Now go.
Lilith stares as the hallway continues to narrow by the second.
I said go!
As he drags Lilith to the end of the hallway, the walls now, shoulder width, still shrinking.
No! Stop! I want to stay and help!
Elsie throws Lilith forward, out of harm's way, barely managing to squeeze through because of herself. Lilith looks back with tears in her eyes as the nightmare Lilith raises its hand above Luna's head. Lilith falls to her knees, sobbing and slamming the floor with her closed fist.
Lilith? Why did you pull me away? We could have done something. Anything.
Lilith tugs on Mrs. Patty's skirt, her falling tears staining the crimson carpet beneath her.
But if we didn't get out of there, we all would have...
She was right. I can't save anyone. I'm sure I hated being here, and I wanted more than anything to get out and be with my friends again, but look what I've done now. Luna is... and all because of me. It's all my fault.
She falls forward, falling into her arms. Elise kneels down in an attempt to console her.
Lilith, dear.
We don't even have the amaranth. Even if we did, I don't think we're ever gonna get out of here, Elise.
God. The cursed eye opens the closed wall behind them.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Yeah, Elise jumps in front of the motionless Lilith, with no longer possessing the strength or will to defend herself. Instead of attacking, the eye spits out a cracked red crystal ball before retreating into the wall. Is that Luna? Lilith picks up the damaged globe as it rolls to her.
The amaranth.
Luna.
Lilith sobs as she clutches the globe tightly in her arms, the last memory of her beloved friend.
So, this is the amaranth?
Fully assembled, the cracked globe of the emerald shines as the pendant within pulses with red energy.
How does it work? Get us out of here!
Lilith pulls out tattered remains of Amelia's note, but most of the page is now torn or missing.
You think the spell will work?
Luna sacrificed herself for this. We owe it to her to try. Hopefully it ends the curse once and for all.
She steps away from Elise, pointing the staff skyward as she retreats the spell.
Septum Luminaria! Extingui!
Nothing happens. Lilith shakes the staff.
Oh, come on. Did I do it wrong?
Did you push the globe in all the way?
I think so. Why isn't it working?
She smacks the staff with the palm of her hand.
Whoa!
The red light emerges from the globe, expanding as it reaches down the hallway, wrapping around the corner.
A guiding light?
We should follow it, right?
Oh, we don't have any other options, do we?
The two slowly follow the red light, Lilith clutching the amulet in front of her with both hands. The light leads into a single wooden door on the left
Over there.
of the hallway. Lilith stops before the door.
What are you waiting for? Open it!
It's, Alice's room.
The familiar, rotting nightmare hands break through the brittle walls, digging their yellow and cracked fingernails into the wooden door, barring Lilith and Elsie's entrance.
Ugh!
Entry.
Oh, not again!
The MF reacts, the crimson orb glowing with a bright red energy.
Lilith! The staff!
Here goes nothing.
The laser-like beam fires from the amulet, immediately melting the hands as they distinguish into ash.
Well, Lily?
Lilith hesitates, her hand 30 inches above the door handle. Closing her eyes and gritting her teeth, she turns the rusted brass doorknob. Elegant red lettering lines the walls of the former study of the previous owner. Several wooden coffins stand upright, the far walls each filled to the brim with blue roses. What the?
What in the world?
Lilith shifts uneasy as she backs towards the door.
Elise, I don't like this place.
It's like it called out to us, isn't it? There must have been a reason.
Elise walks towards the coffins, plucking the blue roses from the pile.
More roses. The only thing that seems to harm the curse. Your friend Alice must have been busy collecting all of these.
Lilith looks down at the ground, clutching the roses tightly in her trembling hands.
She must be around here somewhere, right? Surely she has some sort of plan. And maybe we can...
Elise?
What is it, dear?
Alice isn't here. I'm sure of it.
What do you mean? The roses?
Alice is dead.
What?
What?
She died. Right before the curse took over.
What? Tears well in Lilith's eyes as she struggles to speak.
But...
It was an accident.
Bitch offed her friend. She sobs to the ground as tears roll down her face, still clutching the staff. Liz takes a step back towards the window.
I didn't mean to, but
But the others?
they didn't know.
Lilith sniffles.
I wish you were here with us. She always had a plan for everything. She would know what to do.
Elsie stands her back to the window, frozen in shock.
But... the roses!
Elise frantically turns towards the wall, plucking another rose from the coffin.
Well, surely if we have enough of these...
Elise pulls out another rose, another, and another.
Zachary?
She picks the rose from another coffin, revealing a familiar face. The body of me lying peacefully within a
Oh,
bed
dear
of
God.
roses. I'm dead. Two lie unmoving in the coffin, the life drained from their dull grey faces.
Are they... alive?
Lilith remains motionless in the corner of the room.
They still have a pulse. They're alive, Lilith. Because of the roses.
The envelope goes red once again in Lilith's hands.
What's going on?
The emerald fire strikes and blue roses with a beam of energy. One by one they begin to burn and crumble into dust, exposing the bodies inside of the coffins.
What is that thing doing?
I don't know.
The fire continues to burn, incinerating the remaining blue roses. Tears and cracks appear in the walls of the room, the pale blue light shining through them. The shredded of pockmarked walls revealed weathered stone blocks underneath a flood of blue light shining through the ceiling.
What's going on?
The scars begin to pulse and glow, slowly consuming the room as it reveals more of the unknown dimension.
We have to get out of here!
Lilith's eyes widen in shock.
We can't!
What do you mean we can't?
Alice! Alice is here!
Lilith, she's dead. You said it yourself.
But she...
Once he grabs Lilith's hand, dragging her towards the door as the nightmare's realm expands even more quickly.
Oh, it's locked.
Alice and Lilith wake to the haunting beauty of stained glass windows before them, lights of all colours gently shining through.
Where are we?
They find themselves in a stone cathedral, pictured from years of neglect as the numerous wooden pews have cracked and rotted with age. Elsie pushes herself up onto the cold stone floor. Despite its age, no dust or dirt litters its cracked surface.
I don't know.
Lilith looks down at the image in her hand. The bright red glow has been replaced by a shine of darkness, thick smoke blowing inside the cracked globe.
The Amaranth.
Where are the others? Zachary!
Alice hops to her feet, frantically searching the expansion cathedral. Lilith stares straight ahead at the altar, tears welling in her eyes once again.
Elise.
Luna! No? Is that Rose? Rusty chains hang from the ceiling, binding the arms of an unresponsive woman upon the shrine.
Alice?
Lilith stops at the feet of the altar, staring at the white-haired doll lying on the ground.
This doll. Alice. Have you been with us this whole time?
The doll.
We need to get her out. Elise, help me with these chains.
Liv struggles in an attempt to remove Alice's chains, bound tightly with heavy shackles on her wrists and ankles.
Ugh, they won't budge.
Liv continues to rattle the chains to no avail, striking them with into the amaranth. The woman remains unconscious, with Liv notices a pool of dried blood staining the stone floor.
Lilith.
Elise, help me! Alice, wake up! Help me with these chains and let's get out of here!
Lilith drops the amaranth onto the ground as she desperately claws at the iron shackles with both hands. Elise stands before Lilith's old friend, lifting Alice's chin up towards her.
How do I...
Lilith,
What is it?
stop it.
What do you mean? We all came this way to save everyone, didn't we? This is our chance.
Lilith.
I mean, she's right here. We're gonna free her and use the amaranth on her, right? We have the whole thing now. We can get out of here once we...
Elsie grabs Lilith's wrist.
Lilith.
Let go of me. We came this far. We can't stop now. Here, let me grab the amaranth. I'm gonna fix...
Alice is dead.
What? No, she's right here. She's not dead. How else would her doll be here? Come on.
Look.
Elsie pulls Alice's head up by her brown hair, revealing a severe head wound underneath the bangs. Lilith takes a step back, her face turning pale as stone. Elsie sighs as she releases Alice's head, watching it drop lifelessly back down.
But I heard her voice.
Lilith falls to the ground, staring blankly ahead without a sound. Elsie picks up the cracked with dark smoke still leaking from the cracked dome.
Oh, this damn thing.
She clutches the staff tightly, gritting her teeth in frustration. She hurls the staff towards the altar, denting the stone wall as it bounces off with a heavy clang.
We've been tricked! There's no way this cheap toy was the answer! At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if this were part of the curse as well!
The staff begins to hiss as a scarlet globe glows with a sinister light, emitting heavy clouds of dark smoke as Elise backs away.
Lily dear?
Elsie tugs on Lily's hand, attempting to drag her away from the dark cloud approaching them. Lilith remains unresponsive as she stares directly ahead at Alice's body.
Lilith!
Elise pulls harder this time as Lilith falls into her side of smoke, enveloping Alice's body like a swarm.
Lily, we're going, now!
Lilith remains in a chaotic state as Elsie pulls her up, kneeling down and looking her in the eye.
Lily, if we die here, we're never going to see any of our friends ever again!
Lilith sighs.
Alice or whoever, we've no chance if we stay here! Now come on, let's go!
I don't want to leave her.
We don't have a choice right now!
Elsie grabs Lily's wrist, dragging her away from the cathedral before Lily reluctantly returns to her feet.
The door! Run!
Alice!
Oh, there's no time for that right now!
The door bursts open, revealing a dead end with stone coffins lining the wall.
More coffins.
Who could...
Lilith's eyes widen as she counts the number of coffins before them, 5 in total.
It can't be.
Lilith frantically drags the lids off one of the coffins, exposing the body within.
How...
Lilith trips backwards, cupping her mouth in horror as she falls to the ground.
Lilith? Who is... Amelia?
Are they all dead? We killed them all. She opens the neighbouring coffin, a look of dead on her face, as she the same as Lilith's.
Rose!
They're filled with roses, too. How did this happen?
I don't know.
I thought the Amaranth was supposed to send our friends home, not bring them to whatever place this is.
Elsie turns back towards the altar, the cloud of smoke beginning to spread as the doors behind then begin to close.
There's no way we want to be stuck in this room!
She quickly drags Lilith out before the door swings shut, locking behind them. Elsie and Lilith return to the cathedral as the haunting black cloud continues to thin. Elsie pulls Lilith behind one of the cracked stone pillars.
What's going on?
I don't know, but we're not going anywhere near that thing.
But Alice...
Shh!
Elsie peers around the pillar as the smoke finally settles, revealing Alice's body still chained to the altar.
Do you think it's safe? Lilith?
Elsie turns to see Lilith running towards the altar.
Lilith!
Lilith grabs the chains behind Alice as they crumble at the touch, falling to pieces around her.
Why are they...
Lilith catches Alice as her body slumps to wall forward.
Alice, wake up! You're free now! We can go home!
Elsie looks down at the remains of the Emperor Elsie looks down at the remains of the Emperor beside the altar, now dark, molted and rusted, as if it's left to decay for hundreds of years. Lilith attempts to rouse Alice by gently shaking her, Elsie looks on in concern as she looks closer at the star.
Lily,
What is it?
where's the globe?
Globe?
The staff. It had a red globe, right?
Lilith turns her head. She scans the room for a moment. Elsie swears she can see Alice's head begin to rise. Oh, it's inside of her.
I don't see it around here.
Lilith!
Elsie shoves Lilith out of the way as a razor black chain erupts from Alice's stomach, narrowly missing Elsie's heart as it grazes her shoulder. Elsie winces in pain as she struggles to her feet, dragging Lilith up with her. Alice opens her eyes, revealing the same painted, prison eyes. The nightmare lays death. The emerald globe glows, buried in her chest. Dozens of chains emerge from her body, waving like tendrils as she begins to levitate in the air.
Alice!
Whatever it is, it's not Alice anymore.
The chains wind up and strike at Lilith and Elsie, barely missing as the two attempt to evade Alice's assault.
What are we gonna do?
There's nowhere to run, is there? Can we even fight this thing?
The chain strikes Lilith's shoulders, causing her to stagger in pain.
Ah!
Elsie grabs Lilith by the hand as the two dive behind a nearby church pew, the wooden benches blocking the chain strikes.
Oh, it hurts.
Elsie rips off a strip of her tattered plaid skirt, wrapping it tightly around Lilith's arms.
We can't hide under this bench forever, Lily. We need a plan.
The pew in front of Lilith and Elsie goes flying as Alice's chain spear the bench, tossing it to the side with ease.
Plan?
Oh, maybe the amaranth.
Good enough. I'll distract the thing. You get the staff.
Elsie hops out from behind the pew, unseating a golden spoon from her skirt and bashing it like a tagger. Lilith crawls to her feet, sprinting towards the church altar. Alice turns to follow, forgetting about Elsie.
What the? Nobody ignores me. Chase me instead, you bitch.
Alice turns back towards Elsie, a hint of smirk on her face as she humours Elsie's request. Lilith sprints back towards the other as Elsie attempts to dodge Alice's before the chain strikes. Instead of the emerald, Lily cradles Alice's doll in her arms.
Where's the staff?
I couldn't. I don't want to hurt her.
It's her or us, dear.
But it's Alice. She's...
Lilith clutches the doll tightly in her arms, staring wistfully at Alice's crotch from advancing upon Elsie.
Alice, if you can hear me.
Alice hesitates, eventually turning towards Lilith.
I just wish you could be here with me.
The chains sprouting from Alice's back, rising, dissipation, their razor tips pointed towards Lilith.
Lilith, what the hell are you doing?
Alice's chains stop mid-air, mere inches away from Lilith's face.
I have a lot I still want to say to you. And a lot of things I still want to do together.
Alice opens her mouth, her body begins to twitch and convulse violently, slowly falling to the ground with each moment as the black chains begin to dissolve around her.
What's happening?
I I don't know. Maybe she's fighting back.
Alice falls to the ground, her eyes and hair returning to the normal colour as Lilith runs to her.
Alice!
Elsie takes a step backward.
Lilith, I don't know about this.
Lilith holds Alice in her arms. Alice opens her eyes.
Lily.
Alice!
What am I doing here?
We're somewhere weird right now. But I'm here with you.
Alice smiles as she rubs her forehead.
I'm glad. I have a hell of a headache.
Lilith holds Alice's doll in her left hand, holding it in front of Alice.
This doll.
Oh, my favorite.
You've been here this whole time, haven't you? You've been helping us, right? The studio, those hands, that was you, wasn't it?
Alice chuckles. Lilith embraces Alice tightly, tears welling in her eyes.
Oh, it's gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right.
Elsie stands behind Alice, eyes widening as a shadow begins to grow in Alice's back.
Lilith!
Lilith looks on in shock as a razor black chain is driven through her chest. Alice's nightmare form returns as she smirks, standing and looking down upon Lilith's body, crumpled in a heap, blood falling underneath.
Lilith!
As Alice's body rises in the air, grading towards Louise as she turns towards her. Human hands erupt from the ground, breaking the stone tile of the church floor as they attempt to grab Elise by the ankles. Elise grits her teeth as she runs from Alice, attempting to evade the undead extremities pursuing her. Chains erupt from Alice's body, wrapping tightly around Elise as she's pulled in.
Oh!
Elise is pulled into the air, staring into Alice's bloodshot, inhuman eyes as the corrupt avatar grins at her.
Oh, Lily, I hope you're still alive over there!
Lilith stares, clutching her side as she attempts to push herself up with one hand. Rinsing in the pain while attempting to stop the bleeding, Lilith's image slowly comes into focus.
Elise?
Alice stares blankly into Elise's eyes, relishing her impending victory from the glee of Romeo toying with its prey.
Lilith, wake up!
Lilith winces in pain as she falls back onto the ground.
Lilith, if you can hear me, there's only one thing we can do now.
Oh.
We're not going to make it out of here alive at this rate. You have to try to use the curse, like Luna did before.
The curse?
She pushes aside as her vision blurs. Elsie manages to wrestle her arm free, diving forward and plunging her golden spoon into Alice's chest, striking the sacred core and creating a small fracture. Alice releases Elsie, dropping her to the ground as she appears enraged by Elsie's attack.
Lilith, focus! I'll distract this thing.
Elsie stands up on her feet as she sprints away from Alice, the nightmares following her haste.
Huh.
Lilith gazes at her blood-stained palm.
Elise?
She clenches her fist in
Focus, Elise,
determination. Lily closes her eyes, attempting to bend the curse with magic.
Do I... No. Where do I even start? What am I gonna do? Please.
The light flickers in the darkness of her closed eyes.
What was that?
Lily thought about Elise again. The light flickered once more.
Elise, Cassia, Rose.
The light flickered once more and again. Brighter
Luna,
this time.
Emmy, Haruka.
The light shines from an instant before being swallowed again by darkness.
No! Oh, it hurts.
Lilith can hear Elise's muffled and faint voice calling out to her, the sound of chains and footsteps, very audible as Lilith clings to the last of her consciousness.
I'm sorry, Elise. I don't think I can. Alice?
Come on, Lily. You can figure this out, can't you?
Alice. I don't know if I can.
Aw, come on. You never used to give up that easily.
Lilith feels a sense of warmth holding her hand.
I believe in you, Lily.
Alice.
The warmth spreads, enveloping his entire body as Alice smiles.
I know you can do this. I'm right here with you.
Lilith looks at her hands, shaking with a bright white light.
I think I got it.
That's great, dear! Now if you could just...
Distracted for a split second, Elise is struck in the chest by multiple razor chains. Lily's most body drops to the floor with a loud thud.
Elise.
Lilith screams in anguish as white light erupts from her body, enveloping the cathedral and everything within it. A voice calls out to you from afar. Distant but recognizable, the voice belongs to someone dear to you. Whose voice do you hear? Still I see.
I'm alive? Where am I? Lilith, are you there? Lilith! Anyone? Lilith, there you are! Come along now, this is no time for games. Huh? What is this? Some sort of trick? I certainly don't intend to spend the rest of my life here. Now come along so we can... Zachary, what in the world are you doing here? Just be a good little brother. Stay right there. Mother? Father? Wait! Please! Please don't go! I'll do anything. Please, just don't leave me alone again. Please, don't go. Nori, dear. Not you too. Please, I'm begging you. Just don't leave me like the others. Just stay with me, even if it's just for a moment.
Damn. The Raja knew he faced the dust, leaving Elsie clutching nothing but emptiness.
Nori.
Elsie stands up, stepping back while reaching for her skirt pockets.
You again.
The nightmare opens its mouth, emanating a distorted wail that can barely be considered human.
You are fierce after all.
Fear? Hardly.
The nightmare takes a step forward, leaning in toward Elsie and whispering into her ear.
I've seen what's inside your heart.
Elsie grits her teeth.
So long as that darkness remains within you, I'll be here.
Spectator reveals a hint of smoke before melting away, disappearing into the white void. The white void around Elsie begins to dissolve, replaced by a luscious garden filled with flowers, foliage of all kind.
Elise! Oh, there you are!
Lilith appears before Elise.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
You are the real Lilith, right?
Me? Of course I am. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Elise takes Lilith's hand as she struggles back to her feet.
This garden.
Alice's dream. It's how she always wanted it.
Is there a way out of here?
Lilith looks down at the ground.
There might be a way.
She holds up a granby rose, its petals pulsing softly.
That?
A parting gift from Alice.
How do we use it?
I don't know. I feel a connection to this thing, as if this rose were a part of her.
She holds it out in front of her as it pulses faster this time.
I think it's saying it can help us.
The rose rises into the air as it glows, expands, shining with the same brilliance that the piece of the emerald did before.
Well, at the very least, I think I can take you home.
Me? What about you?
One person at a time. Those are the rules, remember?
Lilith.
This curse. I feel like it was my fault. What happened back then, And now, well, I don't have anybody left to go home to.
She smiles, tears in her eyes.
Besides, I'm sure my friends are around here somewhere, right? I bet they're waiting for me.
Elsie looks on in shock as the rose's brilliant blue glow envelops her.
Goodbye, Ellie. I'm really glad I met you.
Lily.
Well,
Crazy
welcome
dream.
back, sleepyhead. You were out for a long time.
Yeah, seems that way. Where's Elise?
He crosses her arms, scalding with jealousy.
First thing you do after waking up is ask about Elise? You better not have been dreaming of her.
No, of course not.
Well, I'll be waiting for you downstairs. Hurry up and pick a costume. The party's starting soon.
Yeah. Elise?
Oh, you're all right. Thank heavens.
What do you mean? Did you also...
What? No, I didn't have a dream. Not about you. I would never.
I didn't even say...
Have you picked out a costume yet? My goodness, you're a slow one.
Did you? What are you dressed up as?
Me? I'm a vampire, of course.
You look exactly the same as usual.
Yes. How intriguing. Well, in any case, don't take too long, I suppose.
What's going on? You sound a lot less prickly than usual.
Oh, it's nothing. Whatever happens from now on, let's just make the most of every minute. All right, dear? I think it's what they would have wanted.
There's more?
Oh, there you are. Are you all right? You've been kind of quiet all night.
Oh, yes, I'm fine, darling.
Are you sure you're not usually quiet?
Well, Nori, if you were to disappear, I'd miss you dearly. You know that, right?
Elise, did you hit your head or something? You're acting sorta different. I'm not going anywhere. At least I don't think I am. And neither are you. Unless there's something you're not telling me.
Having the breaks in a hug.
I'm glad.
Are you going somewhere?
Maurice lets Mary go, taking a step back and straightening her skirt.
No, of course not. I'm just, I'm learning to be grateful for the things I have. That's all.
Yo, you guys coming in? Everyone says Kings isn't as fun without you, Elise.
You mean Queens in honor of yours truly, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we?
Well, that was Endless Night with one possible ending. I enjoyed that. Maybe I'll come back and I'll try for the rest. Thanks for watching. Bye. Goodbye, friends.